Fulham hit 7, I repeat 7 against Blackburn Rovers during midweek action to, of course, push themselves closer to the top of the table as Bournemouth suffer their first defeat. But what about this coming week? Who's going to come out on top? We'll take a look next. Blackpool's coming up in the video today. We look forward to match number 17 over the Championship, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe to keep your eye out to all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, World Football related. We're going to all here, boys. Under one Brewski. Of course, this is the final match before the international break, and of course, the final match for people to rejig the table and, of course, get themselves in a better position. Of course, Fulham, though, breathing down the next, and I've got a chance to go top of the pops with a win this weekend. Bournemouth, of course, flipped up for the first time this season. But, of course, down at the table, Derby, Hull, and Barnsley still remain in a bit of a relegation crunch, and we'll have a look at it in a bit more detail in just a second. Of course, big shout out to my VRPs, the other Patreons. Of course, thank you for your love. But anyway, let's get into it then, shall we? It's not League One. There we go. Jump in the deep end. Of course, have a little look at how we all got on last time around. This, of course, is a brand new month. Of course, a brand new chance to flex your muscles and, of course, win the predictor of the month. Of course, we start here right now. Birmingham City against Bristol City. 3-0 in the end for Birmingham. I went with a 2-1 win myself. Coventry lost to Swansea, of course, of climbing the table these days. They're up to 11th right now. Millwall picked up a win against Reading to move to 9th for the table. Luton did beat Middlesbrough, as, of course, it is hot and cold everywhere right now. Luton are 8th. Borough down to 14th. Forest picked up a draw against Sheffield United. Peterborough picked up a draw against Huddersfield Town. Bournemouth picked up a loss against Preston. And then, of course, Blackpool did lose to Stoke City. Cardiff did lose to QPR. Barnsley picked up a win against Derby, big win for them. Of course, West Brom picked up a win over Hull. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 I got there out of 12, which is about 50%. Of course, this is the table as it stands. Bournemouth lead the charge, 37 points on the board. Fulham are not too far away either, though. And then, of course, the chasing pack. Then Derby, Hull, Barnsley going down at the moment. Big win for Barnsley. Cardiff are in a bit of trouble. They need to get a new manager through the ranks. So do Barnsley. In fact, Wilder's been linked. I don't know if it's been confirmed or what, but I haven't looked at the Twitter just yet. But anyway, that's the state play in the table. What about our own little table? This is, of course, the week for this week. 6 would have got me up to 7th. Not too shabby. Russell Frost, Damien Heaven, Hans Worst, Fake Domestic, of course, lead the charge for the month of November. They are the leaders for the predictor of the month, of course. So get involved with the next one. So, of course, you could be the leader as well. That's, of course, for this week and this week alone. You are the kingpins for this week or this midweek. What about the overall grand scheme of things? Well, this is the overall lead. Well, Max Sangardi leads the charge, 89 points on the board. Alex Miller's up there with 87. So is Cramy Jordan. Shane O'Donnell also with 87 as well. So well done to you. But, of course, we've got another round of matches coming at you right here, right now. We're out fast. So let's get into it. This is the link. If you don't know what you're doing, go there to the website, cut.the/championship, and everything will be revealed. Okay, then. Let's kick it all off for the next round of matches. Kicking it all off with Bournemouth. I think we're taking on Swansea. That's right, of course. Now these two sides have played each other 17 times since 2003. 8 wins for Bournemouth, 4 wins for Swansea, and 5 draws. Of course, Bournemouth coming to this 83% form, just 1 defeat by 6 games. Up against Swansea, 1 defeat by 6 games, 75% form for them right now. Last round over at Bournemouth was a 3-0 win for Bournemouth. That was back in March 2021. Bournemouth did lose to Preston last round. Coventry did also lose to Swansea heading into this one. Of course, the odds on this one: Bournemouth are 64 on for the victory, 635-ish draw, 92-ish long shots, of course, on this one. Bournemouth, of course, suffered a bit of a blip in their resume, but of course, they're going to win this one. Bounce back ability to win to remain probably top of the pops. Birmingham will entertain Reading. That's right, coming at you at the St Andrews this week. Played 32 times since 1995. 15 wins for Birmingham, 12 wins for Reading, and 5 draws. Biggest win for Birmingham, 6-1 win. The biggest win is a 3-1 win. Birmingham coming to this 58% form, unbeaten the last 4 games, picking up 3 wins and a draw to boot. Up against Reading without a win in 33% form for them as well. Last round, though, of course, over at St Andrews, 2-1 win for Birmingham. Of course, coming at you though, Millwall did pick up did beat Reading last round. Of course, Birmingham did beat Bristol City. In fact, back-to-back clean sheets for Birmingham heading into this one. 11-10 on Birmingham, 2-5 draw, 65 is your way when that's Reading. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw though on this one. Point split right down the middle. Next up, of course, we have the game of the day. We should have a watch along on this one. Of course, it's Rovers. Bounce back ability, they need one. And of course, up against Sheffield United. They played 11 times in 1993. 5 wins for Sheffield United, 3 wins for Rovers, 3 draws, of course. Biggest win for Rovers, 5-0 win. We need something like that. Up against Sheffield United win. Of course, their biggest win was a 3-0 win. Rovers coming to this 42% form, 2 wins in the past 4 games for them right now. As for Sheffield United, also 2 wins in the past 4 games. Past 6 games, 42% form for them as well. Last round over at Ewood Park was a 2-0 win for Sheffield United back in the Championship back in October 2018. Rovers' last win over Sheffield United also was in the Premier League back in 2007. It's been a while. Rovers coming to this 97 for the victory, 11-8 on Sheffield United. They are your favourites, 25 is draw. Rovers are your underdogs, but I'm going with Rovers. Bounce back ability needed after that shambles that was, of course, Wednesday night. Blackpool will take on Aloft QPR at Bloomfield Road. Played for the 12 times to turn 3. 2 wins for Blackpool, 6 wins for QPR, 4 draws. Biggest win for Blackpool, a 2-0 win. The there was a 5-0 win. Blackpool coming to this 4 wins in the past 6 games, 67% form. Up against QPR, just 1 win and 4 for them, 42% form, and then for them at the moment. Last time around at Blackpool was at EFL Cup back in 2018. It was a 2-0 win for Blackpool. Last time I played though in the league at Bloomfield Road, it was a win for QPR. In fact, Blackpool haven't beaten QPR in the league since 2007. It was a 1-0 win for Blackpool. Look at the odds on this one: 50-8 on is of course your Blackpool. 75 is your draw, 25 is your away win. It could go either way. I think QPR could be victors on this one, but I'm going to go with the hosts. 1-0 win on this one. Next, of course, Cardiff, who I don't know. Have they got a new manager? I don't think so. According to this, Steve Morrison is the manager, so we'll see about that. Anyway, up against Huddersfield, played each other 17 times, 2002. Just 1 win for Huddersfield over the last 17 matches. Got 11 wins for Cardiff and 5 draws between these two sides. However, Cardiff coming to this without a win in 10 games up against Huddersfield side. Just 1 defeat past 6, 58% form for them right now. However, coming at you last night over in Wales was a 3-0 win for Cardiff. In fact, Cardiff haven't lost in a long time against Huddersfield. It's been a while. Of course, Cardiff did lose to QPR last round. Of course, Huddersfield picked up a draw against Peterborough last round. Look at the odds on this one. We have Cardiff by 4 for the victory. They are your favourites, 21-10 is your away win, 5-2 is draw. They are the favourites, so I'm going to go with Cardiff as well to get a win, their first win, and of course move the change. Next, of course, Coventry. We're flying high still up against Bristol City. Of course, this year's Barnsley is Coventry. Of course, played each other 19 times since 2007. Of course, 5 wins for Coventry, 10 wins for Bristol City, 4 draws. Big swing for Coventry, 3-1 win. The big swing there is a 4-1 win. Coventry comes to this just 1 win in 5 for them, 50% form for them right now. Bristol City goes to this 2 wins past 6 games, 33% form at the moment. Last time around over at Coventry was a 3-1 win for Coventry. In fact, the away side hasn't won this game since Bristol City beat Coventry in League One. Coventry did lose to Swansea last round. Of course, Birmingham to beat Bristol City last round. Coming at you on this one though, the odds 43 on issue Coventry, of course 5-2 issue draw. 4-1 is your long shots. That's Bristol City. 2-0 win though for the hosts on this one to keep the chains moving on. Next, of course, Barnsley. Of course, up against Hull City. They could have a new manager. Do they have a new manager? According to this, they have Joseph Laumann as the manager. Is that new? Is that breaking news? I don't even know. I've not even seen the news. I just see his name in lights. Is he caretaker? Is he the real deal? Is that who's been hired? Have they decided not to go against Wilder? But anyway, I'm looking at it right here, right now for the first time. Joseph Laumann. Anyway, up against Grant McCann. Played each other 20 times since 2004. 7 wins for Barnsley, 8 wins for Hull, and 5 draws. Big win for Barnsley, 3-0 win. Big win there was a 3-0 win as well. Barnsley gave it just 1 win in 6, 17% form. Also, Hull City 1 win in 6 for them, 17% form at the moment. Meanwhile, Hull come to this. Of course, they did play each other last round over at Barnsley. It was a 3-1 win for Barnsley. It was back in November 2019. Of course, Barnsley did beat Derby last round. Of course, Hull did lose to West Brom. Look at the odds on this one. We have where are you on this one? Barnsley 5-4 for the victory, 11-5 is your away win, 12-5 is your draw. Of course, hosts are favourites, 2-1 win. They'll get it. And of course, move the chains. Next, of course, Millwall. They're going to be taking on Derby County, of course. Locking horns at the Den. Played each other 34 times in 9-3. 13 wins for Millwall, 11 wins for Derby, and 10 draws. Biggest win for Millwall, 3-0 win. The biggest win there was a 5-1 win. Millwall coming to this winning 4 of the past 6 games, 60% form for them right now. Up against Derby without a win in 6. For them, if not more than that. Of course, coming at you though, last time at the Den was a 1-0 win for Derby. In fact, the home side hasn't won this game since Millwall beat Derby back in 2018. Of course, look at the odds on this one. Millwall, of course, 5-4 for the victory. They are, of course, they are your favourite. 75-2 is draw, 50-4 is your away win. That's, of course, Derby on this one. Going to go with Millwall to take the win, and of course, leave Derby struggling. Kicking off forward to be Luton Town. They're going to be taking on Stoke City, or are they? They are. They're going to take them on. I just can't see it at the moment, of course, because Stoke are a problem child in this where I get all my data from here, but I'll get there. Of course, Luton Town up against Stoke City, that's right, over at Kenilworth Road. Played 15 times in 9-3, 2 wins for Stoke, 9 wins for 2 wins for Luton, 9 wins for Stoke, 4 draws. Of course, Luton coming to this, just 1 defeat by 6 games, 67% form for them right now. Meanwhile, just 1 win and 6 for Stoke, 25% form for them at the moment. Meanwhile, last time over at Kenilworth Road was a 2-win for Stoke. In fact, Stoke haven't lost this game in a long time. They haven't lost to Luton since 1994. Is that right? Goodness gracious me. This is the Nathan Jones derby, by the way. Luton picked up a win at the Bet365 back in the day. Of course, Luton did beat Middlesbrough last time. Of course, Stoke did beat Blackpool. The odds, I don't really have much odds. I've got kind of basic odds, but I can tell you that Luton are your favourites. Of course, Stoke are the underdogs on this one. Going to go with the win for the host anyway, 2-1 win to take it to the house. Forest, I'll take on Preston North End on this one. Now these two sides 31 times since the year 2000, 9 wins apiece and 13 draws. Of course, Forest coming to this without a win in 3 now. The first bit of a blip under the Stevie Cooper regime against Preston. Of course, back-to-back wins for them, 58% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round at the City Ground was a 2-1 win for Preston. That's back in May 2021. Of course, the odds on this one though, we've got Forest coming at 23-20 for the victory, 22 is your away win. That's, of course, Preston 23-10 is your draw. I'm going with Forest on this one to bounce back, get the win, and, of course, move the chains for the last time before the international break. Peterborough will take on Fulham, of course. It's a toughie. Don't want to be playing them right now, do you? I don't. Anyway, of course, these two sides played each other 2 times in 2009. 1 win for Fulham, no for Peterborough, and 1 draw. Of course, Peterborough come to this 2 wins in the past 6 games, 42%, but just 1 defeat the past 4 for them at the moment. Meanwhile, Fulham come to this 5 wins in the bout, 83% 4 for them at the moment as well. Of course, last time around over at Peterborough was a 3-3 draw. It was not friendly, doesn't really count. However, last time played each other in competitive action at home or away was a 6-2 loss to Fulham way back in January 2011. Of course, Peterborough coming to this, the odds 11-2 for the victory there. Of course, the underdogs 2-1 on Fulham. Red Hot Bears 16-5 is your draw. 3-0 win though for Fulham for me to take it to the house. And then finally we have West Bromwich Albion up against Middlesbrough. That's right. Of course, these two sides played 24 times since 1993. 7 wins for the Baggies, 12 wins for the Borough, and 5 draws. Biggest win for the Baggies, 5-0 win. The biggest win for those a 4-0 win. 3 wins in about 6 games though for West Brom, 50% form. Up against Middlesbrough, 3 wins in about 6 games, 50% form for them right now. Of course, look at the last time around. The Baggies was a 2-0 win for Middlesbrough. That was back in December 2019. The home side hasn't won this game since Borough beat West Brom back in 2018. Coming at you though, 43 on West Brom. Red Hot favourites, 11-4 is your draw, 7-2 is your away win. That's Middlesbrough. 2-2 for me. Point split right down the middle. But that, my friends, will be just about that. Of course, be sure to get your picks in. Of course, using the code cut the /championship. All the details are in the description, so get involved there. Free to enter. It's all a bit of fun. And that, my friends, is just about that. Be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, of course, Patreon as well. But until then, folks, I'll see you soon. Until then, folks, we are done.